It made me think of flipping Fall Guys. You know when these, I get pissed off every time someone grabs me in that game. You know these little goo gaga 4-year-olds when they grab you. Oh, that shit pisses me off. I think you got a point there, bro. You got a good point there, man. Shit, loss of control, man. You know these guys grab you can't move. It's like, get off me, man.
Yeah, it's really funny as well. The most interesting thing about that study, I'm gonna find it so you guys can look at it, because what they did is they made people play this basic video game, and when they had experienced the loss of control and high levels of frustration, the next thing that the testers did is the person next to them had to keep their hands in really cold ice water. And the person who played the video game got to decide when the person gets to take his hands out. And the people who were pissed off about the video game let the person keep the hands in the ice water longer, because you get so pissed, you're prepared to actively allow somebody to physically suffer next to you. It becomes so fucking tangible in the real world. And that's the same fucking thing as throwing controllers. Like, I have one of my best friends in the entire world. We used to crawl through the arcades here when we moved to Japan, and when Tekken 7 was new, and it was the best time. But I saw him, like, he's the sweetest guy ever, but he was losing against this bitch in an online match. And his friend was like on the chair next to him, because we have these broad benches in the arcade, you can sit next to each other.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, dude, just do down forward one and whatever. And he got so pissed that he just pushed, this guy, and he fell over.
Ooh.
Like,
Jeez,
and because we were fucking around, but the room went quiet because it crossed the line right there,
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I just try and be like, no, this is like the game and the world and the universe is testing me. Now I have to choose what I want to do here, and I'm not going to encourage that part of myself, but it is really interesting that the loss of control aspect. The longer a combo is, the more it's like whatever.
That's a really good point. And whenever you talk to kind of like an outsider perspective, or even a lot of competitive, really hardcore Tekken players, they often cite combos as just being too long, too one player, too boring, too hands off. And I kind of want to just quickly ask everyone, do you think the combo system in Tekken 7 needs to be redesigned? Does it need to be looked at? Would you prefer something short and simple like Soul Calibur or Virtua Fighter, like just 4 or 5 compact hits, pop pop pop, knock down, something more visceral and to the point? Would you prefer that?
Isn't that a kind of subjective thing as well, though? Like,
yes, totally subjective.
Like some people really like the combos and how they look, and the fact that they are long. It's like, wow, that's so cool. Look how long that combo was, It's like visually people really like it. I guess some people are like, nah, it's too long, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Like Frame said with that study, if you're just getting comboed for flipping half an hour, it's like, this ain't fun. I ain't playing this no more, man. So you have to strike a balance again, and it's all depends on what people like. I'm indifferent about it because, of course, I played Tekken 5 and I played Tekken 7, and Tekken Tag 2, which is very combo heavy, it's a crazy combo game. And I'm okay with anything, but for me, just for combos, when it comes to the combos, this is a separate topic, but it's about how tailspins have forward momentum, and it's one of the reasons why we have such crazy wall carry with every character. I think that's the only thing I would want to basically look at, but other than that, I don't know, honestly. Even if you look at, was it Tekken Revolution? That was a bit more simple when it comes to combos, right?
It was great. I loved Tekken Revolution for that, but I think because the spin or the bound becomes it sort of homogenizes combos and makes them similar across the cast. The problem with Revolution is you had like Kunimitsu, who can like just keep going with the stance, and finish with the front, get really good damage. And then you have characters who are shit at that, and they get their combo damage becomes so much worse. So some sort of compromise in between, but I honestly think like a return to bound could be interesting over spin.
I don't think they would do that though. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
The worst experience I had for combo lengths was Vanilla Skullgirls. Like in that game literally had 30-second combos to stay.
Oh yeah.
And then the ender was a reset. So if you guessed wrong, you're in another 30-second combo. So I think I played someone who knew all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'm never touching this game again, because it was like watching an interactive movie. Like I just saw myself just die. Like the hits in that game were like very little, so you're just watching yourself slowly die, then get reset, and then slowly die again. So there has to be obviously like a middle ground Like I never thought Tekken combos were that long. Like maybe I'm biased because I'm a Tekken player,
Yeah.
but I never thought they were that
Relatively.
bad.
Yeah, like if you
Yeah.
compare them to a typical like air dash or anime game or whatever, they're actually quite tame. But I don't think generally. I think Tekken appeals to a broader, more quote unquote casual audience, and I just don't. I think they've gone in the wrong direction. I think they're more of a hindrance than a help to Tekken at this point. I mean, Selena, what are your thoughts? Would you prefer shorter combos or long combos?
Well, when I first started Tekken, honestly, it did make. I say this during stream too. It's like, when's it my turn?
Yeah.
I have to wait for everything to, and especially when you're really new to the game, you really don't know like how long that combo is. Like, how much more do I have to wait? And it's just, it does get overwhelming. However, King's Throw combo does me wonders. So I really don't want that. I'm sorry.
Do you
So I
do
guess
the
you're in
ender
favor.
now where you run and grab them and slam them down? Do you do
Yes.
that under your combos? Okay.
Yes, and like I said, in my rank, I'd say 70% of people can't break my throws. So for me, it does me a lot of. I understand, like, as I go more on the top, there are going to be players that obviously know how to break throws, and you can't just spam that. So I'm gonna have to stop that habit at some point. But for a beginner, as a King player, you remember to throw combos, and it does you a lot of help. So I'm biased, but as a King player, I don't want that to go away.